Willie D Live.
What's up, family? According to police, multiple people have been injured in a shooting at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin. The Madison Police Department said it was responding to the shooting at 10:57 a.m. Monday and urged people to avoid the area around the school. Several casualties have been reported. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes told CNN, though no exact number was provided. Multiple injured have been transported to hospitals, including students and a staff member who may have fatal injuries, he added. According to law enforcement, the suspect has been stopped. I ain't got no problem with that. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock that uncivilized mud up, even if he's dead. Put him in a concrete casket. Seal it and bury that chump 1,000 feet deep. This further underscores why nowhere in America is safe. Nothing is sacred. It don't matter where you go, fam. You gotta be on guard at all times. You gotta have your head on a swivel, no matter where you go. There used to be places that was off limits to stuff like this, right? We used to have a certain level of respect for, reverence for, right? You would not go into schools shooting. You would not go into churches. You would not show up at weddings with all of that madness, that uncivilized mutt behavior. But now, fam, it go down anywhere. Anywhere an uncivilized mutt can actually end up at, that's where it can go down. Madison is about 80 miles west of Milwaukee. It is the capital of Wisconsin. What would make a person want to shoot up a school, let alone a Christian school? I mean, even the Christian school is subject to uncivilized mutts opening fire on students and members of the faculty. No matter where you go, you cannot escape it. Pretty soon, Trump gonna have to admit that America is a shithole country. Yeah, fam, that's right, I said it. He's gonna have to admit that at some point. And what do you think they're gonna do this time around, fam? You know the routine. You know how they do it. Oh, it's a tragedy. They're gonna show the carnage from a distance. They'll interview everybody they can, including the grounds people. They're going to, capture the moms crying and the dads crying and the politicians speaking on it, the law enforcement. They'll talk about, how difficult their job is in stopping crime. And invariably, somebody's going to talk about the whole gun control situation. And that'll happen for about maybe 4 or 5 days, and then another tragedy will happen and they'll move on. Some people say homeschooling is the way to keep the kids safe now. Well, that sounds good, but is it really practical? Is it feasible for most people? I don't think so, because some households are ran by single parents and they don't work from home. They work in the field, right? So if they're in the field, somebody got to be homeschooling. Then you have a lot of households that are two-income households. That's challenging for homeschooling. But something has to give. I'm not saying it couldn't work, but somebody's going to have to sacrifice their lifestyle. So let's move on to the schools. What can be done at the schools? Some people say, well, they need more police officers. I do not think loading schools up with resource officers is the answer. A lot of schools are already loaded with resource officers, and you see what's happening. The kids still fighting. You still have shootings. In fact, there's been a few cases where students have came in, shot up the place, and the resource officers ran for cover. Yeah, man, some of them didn't even shoot back. So I don't think that's the answer. I think before you even get to the school, before that kid even really get to school, you got to get to those parents. Yeah, you got to get to those parents and make sure those parents are mentally sound. Because the kids are products. They're byproducts of their parents. And most of those kids are the way that they are because of their parents. Yeah, on the outside might look like, it's an ideal family, whatever. But on the inside, that kid ain't getting what they need from those parents. And let's say they do get what they need from those parents. You still got to work on the kids' mental. We need to invest money in mental health. Point blank, period. I mean, all across the board, we need to invest money in mental health. I do believe that mental health is the single greatest issue facing Americans. This is what's disturbing the peace. This is what got everybody afraid and people on the edge, because we're living among so many uncivilized mutts. And I ain't talking about the people who's been diagnosed with mental problems. I'm talking about the ones who got their license the right way, got their gun license the right way, the ones who are sitting in judgment of others, who wear the black robe, the ones who are the prosecutors, the teachers, the coaches, the construction worker, the assembly line workers. I'm talking about the doctors, the nurses. Yeah, I'm talking about all of those people that make a society move. Everybody, celebrities too, like everybody. Everybody can use a little mental health assistance. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.